Hello students, welcome back to biology class. In last class, we have studied morphology of flowering plant, and that we have studied what is the meaning of term morphology. So morphology is the study of external features of plants. Then we have studied the inflorescence. So inflorescence is the arrangement of flowers on the floral axis, and the two type of inflorescence, that is racemose and cymose inflorescence, and their examples. So these are the racemose and these are the cymose inflorescence. Then we have also seen the flower, the parts of a flower, that is whorls of a flower, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Then we have also seen what are perianth, what are bisexual flowers and unisexual flowers. Then we have also studied symmetry, and based on symmetry the flowers are classified into actinomorphic, zygomorphic or asymmetric type of flowers. Okay, then we have studied what is actinomorphic, then zygomorphic example and asymmetric example. Now today we will study a further classification of plants based or the further flowers, different types of flower based on the floral appendages. Okay, when the floral appendages are in multiples of 3, 4 or 5. Now floral appendages, that is calyx, corolla, okay, androecium and gynoecium. When these floral appendages, they are in multiples of 3, 4 or 5, okay, or more than 5. So accordingly they are classified into trimerous, tetramerous and pentamerous. So those flowers having 3 petals, they are called as the, or 3 appendage, they are called as the trimerous. So those flowers having 4 petals, they are called as the tetramerous. And those flowers having 5 petals, they are called as the pentamerous flowers. Now flowers are again further classified as bracteate and ebracteate based on the presence of bracts or absence of bracts. Okay, so when bracts, flowers with bracts reducedly found at the base of the pedicel, they are called bracteate flowers. Now you can see this is the pedicel, and at the base you will find leaf-like structure, small leaf-like structure, and that is called as the bracts. Okay, so it is present, the leaf-like structure present at the base of the pedicel, they are called as the bracts, and such flowers they are called as the bracteate flowers. Okay, so students, you must have also observed in bougainvillea. So we say this is the flower. No. So this colored part is the bracts and these are the small flowers. Okay. So these are bracteate flowers. And those flowers which lacks bracts, in which bracts are absent, they are called as the ebracteate flowers. Okay. Ebracteate means without bracts or bracts are absent. Now, based on the position of calyx, corolla and androecium in respect of the ovary on thalamus, the flowers are described as hypogynous, perigynous and epigynous. So, based on the position of ovary, okay, with respect to this calyx and corolla, androecium, their flowers are again classified into hypogynous, perigynous and epigynous. Now let us see what is hypogynous flower. Here the gynoecium occupies the highest position while the other parts are situated below. Now you can see here in this diagram, gynoecium, that is stigma, style and ovary, is on top of the androecium, corolla and calyx. तुमका आणि थॅलमसाच्या वयर असता ते. ओके, सो ऑन टॉप ऑफ, आणि हे सगळे एंड्रोशियम, करोला and calyx gynoeciumच्या सकयल. So such flower are called as the hypogynous flower, and the ovary of such flower is called as the सुपेरियर ओवरी. आणि हे ओवरी कितें म्हणटा सुपेरियर बिकॉज इट इज सिच्युएटेड अबव ऑल अदर द वर्ल्ड्स. सो ती वयर असल्या कारणान तिका सुपेरियर ओवरी म्हणटा. सो एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ दिस सुपेरियर आर चायना रोज and brinjal, mustard and many flowers. So brinjal flowers also you can see here calyx is below and the ovary is on top. Okay, so this is about the hypogynous. Now second term is the perigynous flower, second type of ovary. Here gynoecium is situated in the center and other parts of the flowers are located on the rim of the thalamus. Okay, on the rim of the thalamus, almost at the same level. Okay, सगळे same लेवलाचेर कशे. And such ovary is called as the perigynous flower and the ovary is half inferior. Okay, ovary कशी असता half inferior. So you can see here, so that is not on top also and not totally below. So middle कशी असता, so half inferior. Now example of perigynous flowers is plum, rose and peach. Now you can see here plum. So this is the thalamus and this is the ovary and these are the calyx and corolla. So it is a half inferior. Okay. Then third type is the epigynous flower. Here the margin of the thalamus grows upward, enclosing the ovary completely and getting fused with it. The other parts of the flowers arise above the ovary. Now you can see here ovary below the calyx, corolla and androecium. So these are on top and ovary is below. Such ovary is called as the inferior ovary. So ह्या ovary कितें म्हणटा inferior, जी सगळ्यात सकयल असता ती. ओके, फ्लॉवर एपेंडिसेसच्या सकयल असता तिका inferior ovary म्हणटा. Now examples of this inferior ovary is cucumber. You can see here, this is the stigma, style and ovary. These are the anthers and ovary is situated here which develops into a fruit. आणि त्याचे calyx, corolla हे सगळे anthers वयर असता. Okay, so example is guava, cucumber and ray florets of sunflower. Sunflowerचे सकयल पळय तुम्ही ब्लॅक कलरची ओवरी तुमकां दिसतली. Okay, so this is about the types of the ovary. Then parts of a flower. Okay, so as you know that calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium are the parts of the flower. Now in lower standard you have studied about the sepal. Now the sepals are also called as the calyx. The calyx is the outermost wall of the flower. The members are called as the sepals. आणि एका कितें म्हणटा sepals which are also called as the calyx. Okay, so sepals are green in color, leaf-like appendages and protect the flower in the bud stage. So ज्यांना कळ्याच्या फॉर्मात असता त्यांना हो calyx त्याच्या वयर कवर करता. So it protect the flower in the bud stage. The calyx, आता हे calyx दोन तरेचे असता. There are two types. It may be gamosepalous or it may be polysepalous. Now gamosepalous means sepals united. Now you can see here sepals. These are the sepals. They are united. They are not free. Fuse जाल्ले आसा ते आणि ट्यूब कशी फॉर्म जाल्ले आसा. Whereas हांगा पळया तुम्ही sepals they are free. एक free आसा. But whereas it is forming tube here. Okay, here the sepals are free. So it is a polysepalous. फ्री असता त्यांना polysepalous म्हणटा आणि फ्यूज असता त्यांना gamosepalous म्हणटा. Understood, students? Then next parts of flower is the corolla. Now corolla is composed of petals. Petals are usually brightly colored to attract the insect for pollination. Like calyx, corolla is also united and they are called as the gamopetalous. Okay, petals united. Now you can see these are the petals. Takas corolla म्हणता. Now here the petals are united, so taka म्हणता gamopetalous. Whereas here the petals are free. प्रत्येक एक petal कितें हा free आसा. So petals. The shape and the color of the corolla vary greatly in plants. The corolla may be tubular, bell shape, funnel shape, or will shape. It may be tubular, bell shape, funnel shape, or will shape. So there are different patterns in the corolla. Okay. Then estivation. Now estivation means here the arrangement of calyx and corolla on the flower is called as the estivation. So the mode of arrangement of sepals or petals in a floral bud with respect to the other members of the same word is known as estivation. Now this is in the diagrammatic form and this is the corolla. Okay. Now you can see the main type of estivation are valved estivation, twisted estivation, and imbricate and vexillary type of estivation. Now first I will show you in the diagrammatic form. So this is the diagrammatic form and this is the corolla. Now first one is the valvate. Now you can see in the valvate type of estivation, the corolla is not touched. It is free and they are side to side, एकामेकाच्या साइडिक असा. So such estivation is called as the valvate. Now you can see here also in the diagram. So they are not close to each other. If it is close also, but they will not overlap with each other. Okay, such estivation is called as the valvate estivation without overlapping. And the example is calotropis. Now you can see here, this is free. ताज्या कुशीक हे असा, ताज्या कुशीक हे, ताज्या कुशीक. So they are not overlapping. So it is valvate estivation. This is a calotropis, रुईचे झाड म्हणतात त्याका. Now second type of estivation is twisted. If one margins of the appendages overlap that of the next one and so on. Example China rose, ladyfinger and cotton. Now इथून पोया twisted एक फ्लोरल appendages दुसऱ्या ह्याचे overlap जातात. So you can see one end is inside, one end is outside. दुसरो भितन, दुसरो end त्याचा बाहेर. एक end भितन, एक end बाहेर. एक end भितन, एक end बाहेर. So करोलाचो, you can see here करोला एक भितन असा, एक त्याचा end बाहेर असा. एक भितन, एक बाहेर. एक भितन. So अशा पॅटर्नाक twisted estivation म्हणतात. Now you can see in the lady finger flower, you can see beautiful flower and one end is inside, one end is outside, one end is inside, one end is outside, one inside, one outside, one inside, one outside. So this is called as the twisted estivation. Now third type is the imbricate. If the margin of sepals or petals overlap one another but not in any particular direction. Example Cassia and Gulmohar. आता imbricate type of estivation किती आता एक पर्टिक्युलर पॅटर्न फॉलो करिना जसं ट्विस्टेड अँड वाल्वेटान फॉर्म करतात. सो हातून पळय एक कम्प्लिटली भितन असा, एक कम्प्लिटली पेटल भायर असा, एक भितन एक भायर, एक भितन एक भायर, एक भितन एक भायर, एक कम्प्लिटली भितन, एक कम्प्लिटली आउट. सो यू कॅन सी वन कम्प्लिटली आउट, one completely inside, one outside, one inside. So such type of estivation is called as the imbricate estivation. And the example is gulmohar. You can see here in this flower. हे जे व्हडले पेटल असा ते कम्प्लिटली भितन असा कलर्ड वन आणि हे असा ते कम्प्लिटली आउट असा आणि हे जे पळय एक एंड भितन एक एंड भायर हेजो दोन्ही एंड भायर हेजो एक एंड भायर एक एंड भितन. सो ते पर्टिक्युलर पॅटर्न फॉलो करिना. Then the last type of estivation is the vexillary or papilionaceous. It consists of 5 petals. The largest standard overlaps the 2 lateral petals. Now you can say example is pea or bean flowers. एक व्हडले petal असता large petal which overlap the 2 lateral petal wings. मागे ताज्या भितन कितें मेळटले तुमकां दोन हे पळय wings मेळटले. It is not open. If you try to open, if you have pea plant, you can open, which in turn overlap the 2 smallest anterior petal kid. And हाज्या भितन आनीक 2 smallest असतले which is attached and ताका म्हणटा kid. So such arrangement is called as the vexillary or papilionaceous types of flower. So we'll stop here, student, for the today's class. So I hope you have understood. So today we have studied the floral appendages, and based on the floral appendages, flowers are classified as trimerous, tetramerous, pentamerous, then bracteate flowers, ebracteate flowers, Then based on the position of ovary, the flowers are called as hypogynous, perigynous and epigynous types of flower. Then parts of a flower, so we have seen only two, that is calyx and corolla. Then we have studied estivation, that is the depending on the arrangement of sepals and petal, the flowers are further classified into different types of estivation, such as valvate, twisted, imbricate and vexillary. So next class we will study androecium and gynoecium. Thank you students. I hope you have understood. If you have any difficulty, please let me know. Thank you.